Holy crap, I was late. I'm sorry, I got screwed up. We're having technical difficulties in our chat, but it's time for the Reck and PopPop Show. Reck is here. Hi, it's been forever since we've done it old school, old style, just the two of us at this point.
I know. I'm beginning to think that you just don't want to hang out with me anymore.
That is so untrue. You have value in my life, Reck. Let me tell you.
Did somebody get a video clip of that? Because I need to use that everywhere.
No, this is going to run into technical difficulty, and it will not be out there anyway. Hello, Woodsy. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
So we're going to have a bunch of people show up. I just know it.
Yeah.
Let's see if
who can resist the double charm.
Kraus and Sour Patch show up. No, because they're busy. They write.
People are allowed to be busy. They'll maybe watch it later.
You think?
Yeah, maybe.
Could be. So where are you? Because you're not in your library. I don't see the organization that is usually
disorganization. I disorganized my library just to taunt you. You know.
Yeah, I know. I figured you would.
Yeah.
Corey's here.
Yeah, I am in Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, just in like outside of Bend, visiting my sister.
You gonna drive down and say hey to TJ?
You know, I don't know if I've got time to. I've got my family with me this time, but yeah, at one of these points, I'm gonna go visit TJ. We're gonna hang out.
Because they're that. And me, what the hell? I'm in Florida, so
we're like in opposite sides of the U.S. right now.
Amazing, isn't it? You're near the coast. I'm kind of sort of near a coast, I guess. Two coasts.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit, closer to the Gulf Coast for me. Missed out on Matt Dinneman on Sunday because I didn't know about the tickets. Gary Bradley's in the house. Milk is in the house.
Hey.
Kerberos is in the house.
Corey's here. Hey.
Corey's a smart guy. He's like.
I know. I got him on my interview list next week. I just started listening to his book, so I'm excited to talk.
I have to have him again. And Gary Bradley is on the Sunshine Coast, the Space Coast.
Yeah.
So
on the Florida coast.
I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Matt Dinneman sold out before I even knew that they were up there because I was doing Wawa. We have to get PopPop out of Wawa. My general manager is being douchey with schedules. I'm just going to have to come down on him really hard and threaten to call Wawa management HR up in Pennsylvania.
I was going to say, I don't think you have problems standing up to people, do you? That should be fine.
Me, no. I don't. You know why I don't care? Because and boomers don't care. There you go. PopPop and Reck coast to coast. Yes,
that's right. Yeah, we've got whole U.S. coverage. I had to cut a rock hounding session short to get back to the Airbnb in time too.
What is rock hounding?
Okay, so rock hounding is where you go to places that have a certain type of rock and you just like scavenge for it. It's like foraging for rocks. And
we'll talk about that later, Gary.
Yeah.
Do you do that in like Arkansas and get diamonds?
You can. Arkansas actually has a bunch of rock hounding spots. Yeah, but the one we went to is obsidian rock hounding. So I got a bunch of obsidian to take back to Kansas.
That's okay because you can like make weapons out of obsidian.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my thing. If the apocalypse hits, I'm gonna have the cache of obsidian in Kansas. So I'm gonna be.
You'll be the obsidian supplier.
Yeah, that's right. I think I'm going to propose an obsidian currency, apocalypse obsidian currency, and I'll be fine. Yeah, I could make a knife.
So, here it is.
Oh yeah, I could have used that today, honestly.
No, this is weapon. This is weapon grade. This is what Matt Knapp, David Knapp.
Would it not work on a rock?
It is. The axe is made out of is forged from a drivetrain of what?
Okay, so it's too pretty to use
the coil spring of a train.
Mm-hmm.
The wood is from mountain huckleberry found in a beaver dam. one side says PopPop's LitRPG World. The other side
That's
says PopPop's
like your
LitRPG.
legendary weapon in the apocalypse.
This
Like the
is.
apocalypse hits, you pick that up and you become, you know.
This will put an eye out.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Yeah, we've got some rock hounders in the chat, it looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
Montana has blue sapphires. I'll be able to defend my farm with obsidian axes. I totally will. Jack wants to know what your runes are on your. Was it runes or does that say?
They're
Does it say
runes. They're runes.
Yeah.
One says PopPop's LitRPG World.
Mm-hmm.
The other side says PopPop's LitRPG or PopPop's LitRPG Axe.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, he went out. I like kind of like I cried. I did.
I think you pick up that axe. You pick up that axe, and because it's made of like a beaver dam and it's got the drivetrain, it gives you the domain that is
I become
PopPop's
the
world.
beaver.
you get a domain.
Beaver.
You get your own domain, and it's like a safe house for people in the apocalypse. I think that's what happens.
There you go. I could do that.
Yeah.
PopPop.
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I'll be like a weapon manufacturer with my obsidian.
We're set. But
Yeah,
I will not be able to take that to LitRPG Con. It will not pass the safety check.
No.
So,
You know, we don't need. It would not be good for your or my brand to have you
running around with
out at LitRPG Con.
Come over here. I didn't like that book. What did you say about me? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, we don't need a boomer with an axe. Geneva does not need that.
There you go. There you go. Ageism. Ageism rears its ugly head like it always does, everywhere, all the time.
Corey wants to know. Corey wants to know if he can use that weapon in his book.
Can you use it in one of yours? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Why not?
Leet says watching you get arrested at the con would be a story. I agree. That would be.
That ain't happening. I'm gonna remember that kind of stuff. So, what have you been reading, doing, chatting about? What's going on in your reading world, your LitRPG world?
Yeah, I've been reading. It seems like I've been reading a lot. Let's see. Let's start
when you say reading, does that mean listening to? Because I know how you are.
I've actually been doing a lot of reading.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I can call out what I've been doing. So I just finished Brigands and Bread Knives. That one I did listen to because it's Travis Paltry. So you gotta listen to his sweet croons, right?
Yeah.
I would, if I had to rate the Legends and Lattes trilogy so far, I think I would put Bookshops and Bone Dust first, Brigands and Bread Knives second, and Legends and Lattes third, which is funny because what would, if you're in the chat, what would the order you would put the books that you've read if you've read all three or just two?
I've only read one. So.
Okay, so your Legends and Lattes is number one. Yeah. I finished Gemini, the Celestial Twins by CJ. And that was really good. It was there's some things I really liked about it. The brother sister the twins. It was nice to have like dual main characters that both kick butt. I mean they're overpowered and everything, but it was just nice to have this like counter, like they have different personalities and you have this like counter opinion of the apocalypse with the two of them. It was kind of old school in that it's a lot of like dungeon crawls and like almost towers. I've not finished the Parade of Horribles. Have you?
He hasn't even finished book 6.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
I at this point, okay, here's how I've been going since it came out. I am slogging through it. I'm almost page 200. Now I've gotten to the point where there has been a mention.
No spoilers.
There's a mention of the Pineapple Cabaret or whatever. So now at this point, before I continue to read that, I have to go all the way back to book 1 and start reading the Pineapple Cabaret because I basically ignored it for 7 books.
So my problem is that to read the next book, I really need to do a reread and like reread all the way through and then read 7, right? But
I'm
I
gonna
don't have
send you.
time.
I'm
I
gonna
don't have
send you.
time. I just
Put
don't have time
on
right
your
now with
wish
the
list, on
podcast.
your Amazon wish list. Put some sort of memory pill or memory something so I can
That's what,
instantly
yes, I
remember.
need a memory pill. Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
Yeah.
So
I know.
I'll
I
help you out.
do. I mean, it's been a while since I read 1 through 5, and I just need a refresher. I am. So you can. My spouse will attest. They're coming to LitRPG Con. You can ask them. I am the worst trivia teammate.
No, I don't pay attention to trivia
Like, there's
either.
a reason I'm not on TikTok doing the trivia. You know, because I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, what music will know? I'm not going to listen to that for a while. I won't listen to.
Yeah, PopPop doesn't listen.
I do the immersive. The
I think we
immersive is
know
cool,
this
but I'm
about him
way
though.
behind.
PopPop doesn't listen to people. This is
I could care
proven.
less.
Yeah, he does not care.
I don't
Okay,
care.
so well, do you want to do a couple books and then I'll talk about what I'm reading now?
What the hell? I don't know.
What do
You
you
know what? I've
have
been.
you just finished recently?
What did I just? Okay, I caught up with Goth Mommy and Bone Daddy.
Yes, Goth
So
Mommy Bone
now
Daddy.
every morning at between 4 and 5 o'clock, whenever I get up, first thing I do, go to Royal Road, read that next chapter,
Yeah.
and
Like
then
Rainy Days has you hooked.
yeah, I am. And then after that, I followed up with the last Aether King or Aether King by Rook, DM Rook, who I'm interviewing in a couple weeks. I just caught up with that.
Mm-hmm.
That was 43 chapters. So now I'm going to have to like read there. So I've started a new Royal Road book, the Cursed Legion, I believe it's called, by Robert Knight, Z. Robert Knight. He has a bigger username. He's published a big ass book out there. So I'm starting with that. So now I've gone where I'm hitting a serious Royal Road. I'm also paying very close attention now to Rising Stars.
Yeah. I need to get back on Roll Road and do some reading, but it's Hunter's fault. I'm blaming Hunter Mythos.
Blame Hunter for everything. He does
I'm
not.
blaming Hunter Mythos because he's gotten me back into the Wonder again, and I've picked it back up, and so that's.
Wait, you're what into what? What are you doing again?
I'm reading the Wonder again. Like I'm picked up where I
Oh
left
yeah,
off.
he did that.
Yeah.
He's been babbling about that ever since.
I know. Yeah, I had like left it because it got really sloggy, and the main character that I like a lot
I shouted out Rook. You're right.
Yeah, the main character that I like a lot got dumped for like a whole bunch of chapters, and I was just like, I'm done for now. And Hunter's talked me back into it, so I blame Hunter.
And Jelly Bean, you're correct. It is pretty good so far. It's nifty.
Corey, I meant next month, so yeah, I misspoke.
He doesn't pay attention to his schedule. He's not like me.
Yeah, I've got Jason Willis next month or next week.
Oh, I have to go talk to
next month.
I have to go talk to Jason about next week.
Is he on your show too? We
No.
need to not. We need to not.
No, I'm
schedule
not.
people the
No,
same
it's
week.
just your show, but I have to talk to him next week.
Okay.
I have to talk to him about next week.
I was like, we cannot have people hitting my show and then your show in the same week.
Just relax. You know what?
Yeah.
Last week we had Casey Azell on our specific shows on Reck Show on Wednesday. They babbled all about Mage Light and Blood on the Sand. It was a fantastic interview. You could tell that Reck was into it, and they both had this great conversation. So on Thursday night, when I got in there, I said, you know what, Casey, we're not doing that. Send everyone over and listen to Reck. We're doing something else. So my interview with her was just all about everything that she had done in the past. We talked about her alternate histories. We talked about her card, the John Stovall universe book that she did, and we just had a blast talking about the rest of it. So if we do that, it would be totally different. We're not going to do the same exact thing all the time. But no, I am not invading your Jason Willis space.
I mean, you need to have Jason Willis on your show, but just not.
Well, eventually, but I have to finish
2 days
reading
after
book
me.
1, and now I have to catch book 2. You know, there's
Yeah.
1,000 pages of Jason Willis.
I know his books are chunks. So that's one of my current reads is this book 2. I read book 1 last year, so book 2 is Dropout, and that's one of the books I've got in progress right now. And I'm not very far in it, so I'm gonna have to start just double fisting Dropout.
There's a ton of finished books on Rural Road as well, but you know that's a commitment.
I think this is a good question though. Why? So PopPop, why do you read Royal Road? I've got my answer, but I want to hear yours.
My answer is because there is just so many excellent writers that have different takes out on our tropes that you don't see where a publisher, be it an indie publisher necessarily or trad, will take the risk to get out into the world. So you're seeing totally different voices that you can't see anywhere else. And I want to see them.
I agree with that. I feel like Royal Road is a little bit more cutting edge than what gets published, and that kind of cuts both ways because sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's amazing. But you get like more on the edge of Royal Road, like or on the edge of LitRPG, like what's coming, what's next, what are people thinking is gonna be hot. It's a good
we had
space.
Rainy Days come up with a romance that hit number 1.
Mm-hmm.
A few days ago, Bert hit number 1 with a fiction called Moneymaker. That was a whole story there because that title changed. That's a harem, I believe. Isn't that right, guys? Everyone who is here, Milk, wasn't Bert's a harem of some kind? Is that the first harem that hit number 1 on Rising Stars? I don't know. Now, get this.
I would be shocked.
Yeah, I know, right? Now, number 1 on Rural Road Rising Stars is a fiction called Savant Barbarian by Hideous Grain. Now, Hideous Grain is an Aethon author, but again, he just slammed up there. I haven't read it yet. He got up there within a week, 10 days at most. Then there is a new title that today jumped up 26 spots and is now
Look at PopPop. He's like doing analytics. That's cool.
Around 24, and it has it jumped up a huge, almost 500 followers in a day. And it's about a mute main character, a mute mage.
Yeah.
And I have to, obviously, I'm going to dig into that one in a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Rising Stars is helpful because, I mean, there's some, so, I mean, Milk was saying that there's some like diamonds and coal on Royal Road, which is totally true. But a lot of times by the time people make it to Rising Stars, it's kind of, you've sifted through a lot of the coal. So it's not a bad place to like pick up a new, to get a new take on something. I would say the other, and I know PopPop, you agree with this in theory. The other reason Royal Road is kind of cool is because you get authors that are new and just stepping out into the world. And again, that cuts both ways. Sometimes it's not great, sometimes it's amazing. But I love just the fresh talent in that space that allows for new people to like step into it, right? And like put their stuff out there and get feedback. I think that is just, it's awesome. Where you don't have like new authors aren't necessarily getting like publishing contracts, even with the indie publishers right out of the gate. So it's a space where you can really discover somebody who's just starting out.
I'm answering Milk. Milk, there's your answer. That's the person. P. Magno is the author that jumped 26 spots. Yeah. And even The Dying of Light, one of my guys, I just did a interview with a couple weeks ago, it just hit up into the 40s. So it's so cool now that I'm seeing people get into Rising Stars.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nifty. And I can't even see all the responses that are going because, I'm all old and stuff.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have to get up there and get close, but I'm over here farther away. So that's what I'm doing. What else? I'm reading this. Love it. Crunchy as all get out from my cancer. I'm reading that. I have to read this because happy birthday, Doug Losey. Today's his birthday, by the way. He's coming to my world on Thursday, as is Taoist Enigma, Legendary Fool. I have all that to do.
Nice.
And then back here, I have my book mails that I've gotten sent for people.
Which book are you reading of Doug's? You were too fast for me.
It's Elsewhere. I'm Elsewhere. In book one.
Okay. I'm excited to see what you think of Elsewhere book one because Doug, his dungeon is a little unique. It's a good.
I've enjoyed getting into the world so far, so I know it's going to be good just because it's semi-crunchy, not the crunchiest.
No,
that I've seen.
No, it's pretty fast paced. I'm excited. I'm talking to him in July, right before LitRPG Con, and I'm going to read like book 2 or 3, maybe 2 and 3, and see where the series goes.
Well, that means Cursed Legion is there. Cursed Legion is 7, so they've done it. Yeah, that's not necessarily true.
There is definitely strategies and like shout out strategies and stuff that people use. I think what Corey's kind of hinting at is that you have to really understand how Railroad works to get noticed and do the charts. And that can be really frustrating. It's really hard to if you are not familiar with it and you don't have a mentor or something, it's really hard to understand how it all works.
Yeah, I agree with what Kerber said about Hideous Screen as well. He does have some. He does have enough.
PopPop, can you follow a line of thread on anything?
No, I'm a boomer. I'm old, and I have ADHD.
Yeah.
Autism of some, and Asperger of some.
Focus, man. Focus. Continue a conversation thread.
I just had some coffee.
Oh God, help us.
Okay.
PopPop drinking coffee at night.
All the time. And I'll still go to sleep at 9 o'clock. It doesn't matter.
I would just say that, as much as Rising Star is a great place to start on Railroad, don't stop there because there's a lot of books that don't quite make it or make it on offshoots of Rising Star.
Oh my God, reading. No. I mean, I go to the point where I see as you go down, you may also I find stories that have authors that have 50 followers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll take a look at it and say, I'm going to read this.
Which is, that's when I don't have a ton of time to do that sort of digging, but I think it's amazing that you do. And you've really highlighted some authors that I would never have heard of. So
I found, and then I come up with this, we know that, you have Raven's Dagger, who has 47,000, amazing followers, and Rainy Days has a whole bunch as well. And let me just go up into my Railroad real quick. I ordered a screen, by the way. I'm gonna have a 27-inch screen. How about that?
Nice. PopPop's got the loading symbol on his screen right now.
I do not. What?
I'm kidding. I'm teasing you.
Stop that.
We could just troll him.
There's a book out there called Myth Shaper by Ian R. Solara. Now that's obviously a username, etc. and all, but that person has 11,812 followers, 2,900 favorites. I've never heard of that person, and to me, it seems like my support team has failed me. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Kerber says that Amazon is no different than Railroad. If you don't know the tips and tricks, you're likely going to struggle unless lightning strikes. And I 100% agree with that. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I constantly talk to authors about. I mean, I've talked to a lot of authors on my show, and it's like, what is success? Is success hitting Rising Star? Is success gaining 5,000 followers? You know, uh, like, I mean, I'll say this. I had somebody tag me in a TikTok this week, and she was like, my son read Stumbling Up and loved it, and he's back into reading again, and you got my son back into reading. And I was like, okay,
That's a
I'll take
win.
that.
That's a
That's a
win.
win. I will take that. I'll take that to the bank.
And then that woman's 8-year-old goes glurp glurp mother, and that's.
I mean, yeah. Jolly says success is money.
Jolly just has to calm down. Jolly
That's just because you're saying success is money because we live in a dystopian capitalist.
No, basically
in the post-apocalyptic world, success is how big your obsidian pile is. I'm just saying.
That.
Yeah, there you go.
You want me to pull out the Gladius? I can pull out the Gladius that Crit Happens sent me. Mm-hmm. That's right below my chair here. Mm-hmm. I very specifically went for that type of sword instead of one of those big, I don't know, World of Warcraft things that you got.
I didn't go for anything. I just got it in the mail. I didn't, I don't ask.
You can't use that thing. Someone's gonna pull that out and start doing some sort of thing.
I will say there are a few things. There are a few things that I know in the world, and using a sword is one of them. So.
Jolly Bane, no, I do not want a long sword. I wanted a Gladius because it was successful for hundreds of years during the Roman Empire and the Roman Republic. The Legionnaires used it. It's a stabby thing. I'm just going to stab the shit out of people. In Apocalypse, hypothetically, I covered myself. That's
I get to the point in life when people just send me swords. It is a good question. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess he just wants to do something. I think with an apocalypse, there's going to have to be a system, because in just a dystopian apocalypse or an EMP apocalypse, I'm going down because I got the beatus. So
yeah, I'm going down too because I'm blind as a bat without my contacts.
But something's going to happen. But at least I don't need the insulin anymore.
Mm-hmm. I will say I have gotten several swords. I've been gifted several swords in my life, and it took being a fencing instructor for about 20 years. So,
did you guys know that the Jordan Khan sword fighting champion is right?
I mean, technically, so it burns me because I won the spear fighting. I won the spear fighting, and I took second place in the sword fighting. And like next year I'll win the sword fighting. Yeah.
How are you going to lose a longsword? And there you go. How are you going to use a longsword in dungeon tunnels? You can't. So I got the stabby. See? I'm good.
That's where you just have your minion PopPop next to you with the stabby, and
I have minions? I'll have minions?
You're my minion in this scenario.
What? Okay, fine, whatever.
I'll have the longer sword, so.
I'm too old a team to be a fencing instructor. Missed opportunities, but that's cool. It is cool.
Yeah.
So, guys, what are you all reading other than DCC?
Yeah. Tell us, what are you reading?
Milk doesn't have time to read because Milk has to moderate, thousands of people down in Discord.
I'm glad you're doing the overlord's work there. So glad somebody else is moderating and all.
Milk does have Eternal Assassin. I'm getting that tomorrow. I'm getting the paperback tomorrow from Wizardly Dude. Well, from Amazon, but it's Wizardly Dude's book. Ooh, look at Charlie Baines beating me.
First Necromancer 2. That is a funny title.
First Necromancer Book 2.
Yeah, I think you've got to like banning people to be a mod.
Well, you know what? I got really close to being, banning this morning, or at least I getting hand slapped. Something about beavers. I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it kind of, woke something up there with milk. So
Quest Academy is a good series. It's a nice it's just a good academy
and I
series.
haven't read it yet. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah, you need to because there's a lot of crafting in it, and you like the
That's what I
crafters.
like crafting. I do like crafting.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I have to try that at some point. That's down on railroad. That's on railroad.
Yeah. Hey, we got a
Ooh,
lot.
there
You
you
guys are
go.
just yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. Okay, I saw that all that going on there. I saw you guys chatting and doing all that kind of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's over. That's over on my shelf. Did you interview? No. Well, Jared did because they were buds and they had
Yeah.
a really good interview. I think he was allowed to go more than 22 minutes. I think
Brian
I did.
Ressler's writing Just Another Girl at the End of the World. I've got the pre-art copy that I'm working through.
Say that
I'm
again.
excited. Brian Ressler's got Just Another Girl at the End of the World. That's one of my
Ooh.
current reads right now. I've got an
That's
art
good thing.
copy. He's trying to launch it for LitRPG Con, which will be
Why didn't I
awesome.
get an art copy? Brian Wrestling doesn't like me.
Because you don't like digital copies. You want physical copies. He doesn't
I
have any.
love. Oh, it's an e-art. Yeah. Well, he needs to
Yeah.
step it up.
It's his first
He
book.
just needs to step it up. Yes, Pinnacle Warrior 3 came out. That is no creative name / Ben Dalton. Good series. I started reading the first book. Ben writes a lot, and he has a lot of different genres or the tropes that he hits. He hits monster evolution. He hits lit RPG. What are you doing? Are you like changing because your sun is setting out there in Oregon?
Yes, the sun is setting. It's like right in my eyes. I'm struggling.
And not only that, you're in a weird time zone. You're all the way out there on
Yeah.
the coast. That
I
doesn't.
could have rock hounded for 5 more hours. Yeah.
But you have enough obsidian now, so you don't need any more.
Yeah. That's what people are gonna get for Christmas this year is a chunk of Obsidian City.
I do not want. That's like
I mean, like this is $1,000 in the apocalypse.
There you go. Oh, by the way, Tom Watts, if you ever paid attention, has been doing cozy crafting type things for years, and he has a shit ton of books on Kindle and ebooks and whatnot. But guess what Athon did? Published a paperback by Tom Watts. I'm very happy about this. And Tom Watts knows I'm very happy about this. And Tom Watts' mom is very happy about this too.
That's cool. So, it looks like a cool cover.
It does. It looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I read the first page. So once you read the first page, you know how pop-up goes. If you can get through the first page, it's a go.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
All right. Obsidian is better than lumps of coal. I would say yes, depending on how cold it is. Can't burn obsidian.
Yeah, you can't.
Flint napping skills are underrated in both isekai and the apocalyptic stories. I agree with that. My daughter was with me and she was playing around with it, trying to nap. And so I think we're going to maybe take a flint napping class together if we can find one.
Yeah, but that's so Stone Age. I mean, well, actually, it's way before that. I mean, it's going back. You go back to
Stone Age.
Habilis.
Yeah, Stone Age.
Australopithecine. Yeah. Come on now. That's a wee bit back far.
I mean, why not?
I guess if you want to like leap through a portal and go back a couple million years.
Maybe it's like maybe it's like some super stone.
Milk has to finish his Bob book. He has a dragon book that I'm just waiting. I have to wait until he finishes it to interview him. I mean, that's really unfair, but I'll deal with it, I guess. Something like that. And all. I'm
Yeah.
not going to Flint that because you can very easily just, go by some sort of,
PopPop taking the easy way.
I'm going to have to go and start developing my go bag now with everything I need to go along with my time.
I will give you I'll give you a piece of obsidian at LitRPG Con so you can put it in
It
your
has
go
to be
bag.
it has to be pre-napped. It has to be ready to go. It has to be ready, and I want to have a groove cut so I can just slap it on and have an axe ready to go.
I can just see the TSA agents being like, this stone is too sharp to be allowed through. We can't have this on the plane.
I'll put it down below. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay, so
be.
I have a topic I want to talk about, especially with everybody in the chat before, we hit the half-hour mark, so you never know when people are going to drop. LitRPG Con, I have been working with Geneva to organize an indie author booth. I don't know if folks have heard of it yet, but I've got an indie author booth. I've got 13 indie authors. And when I talk about indie authors, I mean ones that are not signed with a publishing company for their physical books. So maybe they're using Podium for audio, but they're doing all their physical book stuff and they're pretty much doing it on their own. And the reason I want to talk about why, you know, at LitRPG Con, there's going to be a vendor hall and then there's also author booths, but the author booths have been pretty limited because they have limited space. And a lot of the folks that are with publishing houses have the ability to have their books sold at the publishing house booth. And I wanted indie authors to have the option to do that without a huge commitment because the publishers are running the booth. It's not like the publishers are having the authors sit and sell books. So, so my spouse has volunteered for a lot of it. It's call out to Jen. They're amazing. And I have a couple other volunteers that are going to help run the booth, and then authors are going to sign up and take a couple shifts, but not have to be tied down to a booth the whole time. And I think this is, I mean, like we need to band together more, you guys. I think it's going to be awesome. So yeah, so indie author booth at LitRPG Con. Make sure you hit us up, right? Doug is going to be there. Corey is going to be there. Who are my other authors? CJ is going to participate. Brian's going to be there. Lance.
How about Jay
KT
Krause?
Hanna.
Is he too special?
KT Hanna is going to be there. Jay Krause has got his own booth. So like I said, there are some indie author booths that were available. And so some people have gotten those. I don't think they've finalized them all because there were, some people have backed out, some people, so if you haven't heard about your indie author booth, that doesn't mean you don't have one. That just means it's probably still in the soup trying to get figured out.
So are you done with that's really cool that you're doing that. And I'm keeping my ears open as well to people that may need to do that.
Yeah. So if you are an indie author and you are going to LitRPG Con and you're thinking maybe that would be something I want to participate in, DM me on Discord.
Have you
If you
heard
don't
from
have my
Justin
Discord, talk to
Whitaker?
PopPop and he'll give it to you. And we'll figure something out.
Has Justin Whitaker heard about this?
He's not signed up for the booth, so I don't know if he's heard it or not. So
Well, he's either going to disappear again for a week or two, or he's writing his, finishing up book 2. He's trying to finish book 2. I know that much.
Yeah, I've had, some authors are just like, I don't want to deal with it because I don't want to take books or figure that out. And other ones are like, I've already got a booth or I've got arrangement or whatever. But long-winded ones also on the booth, which I'm still like, I should have the list up, but I just don't. But long-winded ones also participating. So
that book is really good, by the way, and it's
get
more
trucked.
more than just running people over, which is what Reck was hitting on. Because there's a whole bunch of activity going beyond that in the after world or the afterlife, so to speak. So there's a lot going on, and it's more than just, oh, let's go hit that poor dude.
So, yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, and I got like I read it on Royal Road like before editing and all the rest of it. So there's a lot to get trucked.
Let's see if we can put Alex and Reck together. See if they have.
Just if there's somebody that's interested, send them my way. I think at some point we're gonna have to cap the booth because we only have so much table space. But yeah, send them my way. My plan is not to turn anybody away, even if they just have, if I can only take one of their books for the space or whatever.
So one thing that you just mentioned, we had a little messenger thing going back and forth amongst all the podcasters, and you mentioned that you will not be doing interviews during LitRPG Con.
Yeah, I plan on maybe recording some TikToks with people, maybe if the mood strikes me. But honestly, between running the booth, going to panels, just trying to hang out with my friends and meet new people, I just don't see having a lot of bandwidth to interview people at all. So fun TikToks, absolutely, but like
Fun
full-on
TikToks,
interviews.
absolutely too, for pop-up as
Yeah.
well. I mean, but I am not going to sit down and do a long form.
Yeah.
I will be talking to people and signing up people after, going into, at this point, going into August.
Mhm.
July is already, the few Thursdays after July are already done. So I'm already stretching out into August and getting ready to go in September for interviews. So
Yeah.
I think when I go to Denver, I just want to have fun now that, we'll be doing, if I hopefully do some panels, and remember, Geneva, I want to do moderating.
Well, and you're a panelist too, Pop Hop. So I mean, at the panel, doing panels is its own little stress, and you're like running around from panel to panel. And if you're gaming at all too, it adds up to a lot. And part of LitRPG, part of the cons for me is just meeting people, and I don't really want to meet people and have to prep for an interview and all the rest.
I mean, I'm going to be meeting a lot of people.
Yeah.
No idea how this is going to go.
Yeah. Jack, I appreciate the offer to have people ship things to you. I might reach out to you just so I can offer that out to people, because there's been a couple of folks that have asked, and I'm in Kansas, so I'm driving, but it would be a lot to have everybody ship their stuff to me. So.
And after last year, I am not doing checked baggage with 50 pounds of books.
Yeah, you have to mail them. So here's my content for the moment. Is if you are coming to LitRPG Con and you're thinking you might buy books or buy a bunch of books, just prepare to ship it, like FedEx them home. Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah.
I'll have now, okay, taking that back, I will be bringing whatever DCCs I don't have signed.
Yeah, smart.
So I'll get Matt to sign those. I'll even bring the Czech versions that I have. And have him sign that, but he has to sign it in Czech. So hopefully he knows how to write Matt Dinneman in Czech. So
yeah,
we'll see how.
Okay, SC is in Colorado too. Hey, that's great. So I'm gonna so for those folks that are on the booth, I'm gonna set up a group chat, and I'll put that offer in that we have some folks local. So. Standing next to a metal detector with a forklift loaded with books behind you must be a chore.
Milk, you don't worry about books, Milk. Your sole goal at this point is, one, you have to go to sleep because he's over on that island.
Yeah.
Way over yonder. Is to get to LitRPG Con in 27.
Yeah.
You're gonna have Bob, be a great hit and get his treasure hoard and come over and visit us. Either that, or you can come over on Jess Caggio's luggage. You can sneak in that way. So I think I'm getting finally Adam O.A.P. Bestwick's book.
The Wing Weaver?
No, Chaos.
Okay. Yeah, Chaos Blade. Yeah.
So because it just has a really weird shipping.
Yeah, from the UK, it's tough. Yeah.
And then I'm also getting a hardcover of 1041 by an Australian author. We chatted a little bit, David Galazi. So that's a horror one. He's going to eventually be moving into a LitRPG horror type book.
Yeah.
After he finishes a trilogy.
I've got a couple of friends working on some LitRPG horrors. It'll be interesting to see.
There are some other ones out there too.
Give me, if you're in the chat, give me some LitRPG horror Rex, because
There's
this
an
I've got a
author by the
couple.
name of Bleckley, Blechle.
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 That did not type. Blechle.
I
And
mean,
is that person on Royal Road? Is that where you're reading him?
no. He sent me a copy of it, but it's really. I'm gonna move away and go look to see if I can find it. I think I may know where it is.
The game at Carousel. Thanks for that.
Carousel is milk.
Yeah, I've got a friend who's writing a LitRPG horror, and I'm not super familiar with that subgenre. So if you've got a recommendation, go ahead and put it in the chat.
Well, it's not.
See, here's the problem. PopPop's got his library's too big.
Shut up.
Can't find anything.
Too big of a library. That's heretical. That's blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. I can't say that. I'm married to a librarian.
I got this today.
We can't see it.
It's
too shiny.
It's a graphic novel.
Oh, is it Dungeon Crawler Carl? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
That looks cool.
So it's someplace. It's probably down here.
Problem with it being down there is you can't bend down and reach it.
I can't too.
It would like PopPop doing yoga by the time this episode's over.
Over here are the books I'm not allowed to talk about.
All right, somebody zoom in and look at what books they are. David Baxter is another person on the booth. Yeah, we've got a crew. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Should I open this live?
Okay, no.
I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I low-key hate the package openings that are like inundating TikTok.
Oh, I just open a book. I do a picture. That's all. I go, hey, I got books, and here's my book.
Tell me what you think of the book. I don't want to see you open the book. Tell me what you think of it. Go read it, and then say, hey.
It's not no. That's just DCC up there. That's all color coordinated.
PopPop's reading aesthetic is goth because it's a lot of black.
It's not goth. Well, no, that's not necessarily true because back there's a whole shelf of Hunter Mythos.
Yeah.
Hunter Mythos' side covers are all black.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a ton of black side covers.
Well, you can't help that. That's not my fault. That's just the way they do it.
I'm just saying your reading aesthetic is goth. That doesn't mean their books are goth.
Oh, here's you know how PopPop is really a pain in the ass, and he gets people to publish books like Kenny King. I talked him into publishing.
See, that's you using your boomer bullying for good, is when you bully people into putting out physical books.
I got Travis Dean to put out paperbacks. I had nothing to do with getting Tom Watts because that was just a glorious thing that Rhett and Steve did for him, I guess. So yay, thank you, Rhett and Steve. We can be nice every once in a while. Goth pop, don't even start. Corey.
I love it, Corey. Goth pop. I think this is a tag we're gonna start.
By the way, the little new pop-up that Doodlemancer did for me is now an emoji.
Yes, I've already seen it.
I've seen other people using it.
Yeah, I've seen it
elsewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah. Be scared. Be very scared.
Dun dun dun. You're right. He is wearing a black shirt.
Now I have to advertise. Nick Turner's Paco Saves the World. So Chris and Paco and Jordan and Paco. There you go. They are black glasses. I have to get new glasses because they're not cleanable now. They're scratched. I can't see. I can see
We'll
that.
know he has moved to the dark side when we've got him wearing smoky eyeliner or smoky eyeshadow and
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put makeup on. I wouldn't, Brian Ressler can't even get me to do
I'll
it
just find out who you're rooming with and we'll just
because I
get
have virgin skin. Whoops, I'm not supposed to say that, am I?
I bet he had black hair. That's yep. I'll ask Gims at LitRPG Con what color hair Pops had.
Brown,
I don't know, that's pretty dark.
but still brown.
I mean, technically, I think black hair is pretty much brown. It's just very dark brown. The look he just gave me. Oh my God, the sun needs to like either
Quit whining.
rise up or go to bed.
All right, go do
brown.
your cold reads, Curb. Ciao.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Curb.
We still have to do an interview, Goodbye.
Dun dun dun. I love how Pop's like, we still have to do an interview, like it's a threat. Like
Just promise.
Threat, promise, same thing.
I just, you know what? I have I got Reese to agree to one today. Not really. He just said, yeah, I'll do one.
Yeah.
So
well, you've landed Dawn Chapman for us later in
did.
the summer. Yeah, I'm super excited to talk to her.
Yeah, well,
she's part of like the OG crowd.
That's going to be a Royal Road talk.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if they knew about it. Okay, I hear it. I hear next year. We'll do next year. So yeah, Milk. We got Dawn agreeing to an interview July 27th.
That sounds right.
Somewhere in the July
somewhere
20s.
in there. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God, Milk, stop.
Yeah, I'm super
My
excited.
My toe wasn't preserved.
Who's next? Who's next on our list? Who do we got next up?
For us?
Yeah,
because we've got a few people in a row. Somebody you made.
I know. Let me go look at the list.
I don't pay attention to yours.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me check the Excel spreadsheet.
Do I have better with or without my glasses? I don't know. With. Say with, because Doodlemancer, I made her do the. Doodlemancer first did light colored glasses on the image. I said, you can't do that. You gotta put my real glasses on there. Yes, Dawn's lovely. Brace. What is a Scoose act? I know what a Geordie accent is because we listen.
You got Stephen Landry next.
I didn't. Landry. Did you do that?
Yeah, I did.
Now I have to read Stephen Landry's book, new one.
Yeah,
that's on Royal Road.
Yep. Gotta do Stephen Landry. Yeah, so he wants us to read My Kaiju Evolution on Royal Road.
Yes, he does. Yeah, that's his new one.
Yep. So we've got Stephen Landry, and then we've got Waldo Rodriguez.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Waldo. Waldo's right up the road.
Yep. And then we've got Corey at the end of June.
On Pop-Ups, the Reck and PopPop Show, Corey?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, fine.
Yep. So it's a nice lineup for June. It's gonna be fun. Because I haven't interviewed any of the three of them. But Steven and I and Waldo and I really met. I mean, I think we'd met before, but we hadn't really talked much. But we talked about it. We got to know each other
at Jordan Con, and
yeah,
Waldo and I came in from the airport together.
Oh, there you go. Waldo's a nice guy. Yeah, he did the Blade Master tournament with me and Matt Herman, and we had a lot of fun together.
I didn't know that they did all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah.
I stayed away.
The whole reason I tried to win Blade Master is because Matt was like, I want to see how a fencing master does at this. And I was like, oh shoot, I have to try. Then we ended up talking about fencing for 3 hours that night.
I was messing with you.
Yeah, ignore PopPop. That's what I do.
Ignore me. I ignore myself most of the time. Gibbons has been ignoring me for almost 40 years. So what the hell? How do you think she survives me?
I don't know. I think we all need some we need Gims to do a tips and tricks on dealing with PopPop.
It's definitely has something to do with ignoring me.
Yeah,
I mean, you have no idea.
I need to make that shirt. I need to talk to Gims and make that shirt for her. Like Gims
They
to
were always
doing a
like,
pop-up.
how do you put up with him? It doesn't matter to who. Oh my God. I don't understand it. I'm charming. I have charm. I'm charming. I do. She doesn't do TikTok. So
Yeah, that's probably a good way
that's
to,
really a good thing.
Yeah,
So,
not a bad idea.
what else are we doing?
Yeah, what else are we doing?
Oh, we're almost at an hour. He doesn't let us go more than an hour. It's
I
bad enough
don't.
to go past 22 minutes. You know?
Okay, so some next ups for us.
Next ups?
Yep.
Thursday, I have nothing tomorrow. Thursday night at 8:00, I have Doug Losey. Happy birthday, Doug Losey. Today is his birthday. We're going to talk, this is the first live. What I'm doing now is my very first interviews back in September and August were recorded. So now I'm getting my recorded interviews to switch over to live. So I have Doug Losey, I have Sean Oswald, I have Sean Wilson, I have Ryan Maxwell, and all over in the next month to two, coming back to do live interviews. June 4th is going to be Sean Wilson. I know that for sure. So that's happening. At 9:00 on Thursday is Taoist Enigma, author of The Legendary Fool, in paperback right now, and also has some stories over on Royal Road as well. Can I cheat and look at tomorrow? I mean, next week.
Yeah.
June 4th, I have Sean Wilson. I'm going to be meeting with Rook, who is the last Aether King. I may have to do something there with the date. That Wawa is really annoying the shite out of me. Raven's Dagger is coming up on the 11th. So, yeah, I'm kind of medium lightish. How about you? What are you doing?
Yeah, so the 26th, I've got Jason Willis talking about Dropout. And then the 2nd, we've got Stephen Landry on the Reck and PopPop Show talking about my Kaiju Evolution. I'm on the Long-Winded Ones podcast, talking about Stumbling Up, and it's the Spoilers podcast. So if you want to know if Richard's actually immortal or not, that would maybe be the place to ask. And then June 9th, I've got Aaron Renfro, and I've got, a bunch of other people. I've got Waldo Rodriguez, Sour Patch Hero is coming on, Rainy Days. We've got Corey on the show, and then
Are you and Rainy doing a show together?
Yeah,
we're together.
I'm interviewing Rainy about Goth Mommy Bone Daddy, and
when is that going to be?
That is going to be Wednesday, June 24th. Yeah.
You do know what Wednesday, June 24th is?
I do not.
That is the day that PopPop turns.
That's right.
65.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you're not spending your birthday with Rainy and I, and you're doing something more.
I will be doing something. I know where I want to go to dinner again. So we'll have to.
65 is a milestone, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'll get there.
What does that make you? Are you whatever's before? Because you're not Cancer. What's your sign?
I am. I'm Moonchild, please.
You're Cancer? You and I share our sign?
June 20th, June 21st is the cutoff.
Okay. All right. We're both Cancers. So if you don't like
us,
stay away from Cancer. Dun, dun, dun.
So, no. That's cool. I knew you wanted to do that. You guys hit it off exceptionally well.
Yeah, he's actually, we're kind of, he's helping me write. I've got a secret side project I'm not really going to talk about, but I'm going to be launching another Royal Road story this year. And
well, I think it'd
be wild.
If you take notes and get advice from Rainy, it's going to do good.
Yeah, yeah. It's just trying to balance writing 2 series and all the rest. Just got to get good.
Yeah, you'll get there. It'll be good. It'll be amazing. Yeah. The best birthday restaurant is technically The best that I like to go to is Seasons 52. They have a really good lamb dish, and Gary Bradley and I went there with our families back in December. But I want to go back to somewhere at Disney's Yacht Club or something. We went there for Gims's birthday, and I had a really delicious meal, and I want to have it again. So I'll see if I can go there. Oh wait, can I ask you? Can I ask you 3 most important questions, or 3 or 4 most important questions?
Sure.
Can we ask you? What is your favorite instant noodle?
My favorite instant noodle? Like, are we talking about like ramen?
What is your favorite
like
instant
spaghetti?
noodle?
What's define instant noodle?
Ramen-esque. You can say I don't have one.
Okay, I don't really. I'm pre-diabetic, so I don't really eat noodles if I can help it. So.
Okay, so he doesn't have one. Okay,
yeah.
So what is your favorite non-domesticated animal?
Non-domesticated animal.
And why?
These are difficult questions. Banana slugs, and I think it's obvious.
Okay, that's a valid defense.
Mm-hmm.
What is the best Pop-Tart flavor, and why is it unfrosted blueberry?
I got seasick when I was a kid and projectile vomited Pop-Tarts all over 2 people, and it was such a traumatizing moment that I haven't eaten Pop-Tarts in like 30 years.
The best. I can't wait till I put these together for my little.
But I love like apple strudel sort of stuff. So apple strudel. I mean, I don't think there's a Pop-Tart that's apple strudel, but absolutely the worst Pop-Tart is strawberry frosted. To this day, I can't eat fake strawberry filling on anything. Just like nope.
Is a hot dog
even if you like pop that part, I wouldn't even let my kids eat it because the smell of it just made me like gag.
The strawberry, the frosted aspect of it, or the strawberry?
No, it's the strawberry filling. That cooked strawberry smell. It's just like no.
I eat my blueberries raw. I mean, the blueberry Pop-Tart. I don't do it anymore, but I used to eat them blueberries.
No, I once smuggled like 20 pounds of Pop-Tarts to Ireland because my friends in Ireland wanted to.
Are you serious? Like 2 months ago you did that?
What was that?
You did that 2 months ago?
Yeah. Because I was bringing whiskey back. I got the better end of the deal.
Yeah,
whiskey back. Bring Pop-Tarts there. I mean, you don't want to fly with empty luggage. That's dumb. So might as well bring them sweets.
You got to bring something back. So, the other ones too. The other question I'll have to ask you in the future at some other point. It's too difficult of a question at this point when you're all tired and time zone.
Yeah, fair. We'll just have to save that for the next Reck and PopPop. Get people to come back and watch
it. We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I think we're done. Reck is tired. He wants to go rock hound or whatever the hell.
All the love. I need to eat dinner is what I need to do.
He has to go eat dinner. So, guys, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
you guys
thanks
are great.
for joining us.
We had people come from all over the place. We had people joining together. It was fun. Yeah, well, we're done. Brian Ressler's not here.
Thanks for joining. Catch us on June 2nd with Stephen Landry. It's going to be great.
Stephen Landry's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That is for sure. But for